All right, one of the big things we got to work on is the hunt 'em up command. So at the end of this course, your dog won't be advanced enough to do a true blind retrieve, but what we might have happen would be us knock a bird down. We saw it go into the cattails, but the dog didn't see it, or we think it's in this general vicinity, and we've got to get the dog to work downwind, use its nose, get away from us and hunt. It also comes in handy when you maybe upland hunt, pheasant hunt, etc. So I've got real birds. You can use bumpers, but I want them to be successful in finding these and working the scent cone. So follow along. We're going to go plant these birds in areas and then get a dog out and hunt them up. All right, one of the things that we're going to do is work this dog downwind. So the bird will be upwind, and that scent cone blowing off of the ducks is blowing towards where the dog is working. So we want them to hit that scent cone, smell a duck, and find their bird. So the way the wind is working, we're going to use this field moving this way. The wind is kind of actually blowing a little bit like this. So we're going to work them into it like that. Okay. The other thought I have when I'm first teaching it is they're going to be a little bit easier to find. As they progress, I'm going to make it more and more difficult to find and make them hunt longer to find them. I'm also going to put them in places dogs do not want to go. Look over here real quick. We've got real nasty, thorny, brushy junk, and they're going to want to dance around it instead of bomb in there and find it. So, and if you also think about it, a crippled duck is going to want to crawl up into something like that. They're not going to be out here in the open, right? But we're going to teach it first, and then we're going to up the ante by the fourth duck that dog's going to find. Here we go. All right, so we're going to put one kind of right up in here. I don't really want them to see it, right? So I'm going to kind of hide it, tuck it up in there a little bit. So that's going to be bird one. And I'm going to set them like that, right? So one's here, the next one's going to be up here, the next one's going to be up there, and the next one's going to be up there. So we zigzag and teach that dog to corridor the wind in the field. We've got a nice patch of broom straw. I'm going to put this duck kind of on the edge of it. Again, I don't want him to see that white belly of the Drake Mallard, so let's kind of hide it a little bit. And so we went that way, we weaved this way, let's zag that way now. All right, so we've got two that are like kind of medium easy to find. Let's up the ante on them. We're going to toss this Drake in there, okay? So the wind is kind of coming this way right now. So as that dog is zagging off of that zig over here, he's going to come off. I'm going to guide him this way and bam, hit that scent cone and dive into that brush. And this is going to be our last one. We're going to tuck it up in this action right here. So he's got to make a little noise digging in there. So with the hunt 'em ups, right? I'm working on quartering. And we're going to show you that when I pull the dog out. So we're going to both work on quartering. We're going to pair the word with the action. So I'm going to be saying hunt 'em up a bunch. And as he's hitting that scent cone, my excitement with that command is going to help get him excited. And it's going to start pairing. When Bob says hunt 'em up, I'm going to smell something awesome. I'm going to go and get the retrieve or the flush or whatever. So they're going to get more amped and more animated as they figure this out. I'm here in a field right now. This is going to be day one for the dog that I pull out, Titus. This is a cool thing that you could do through your dog's progression of the course, right? So maybe at 4 or 5 months old, we start hiding little things in our yard, hunt 'em up. Then we can hide things in the woods, hunt 'em up. Then we can take them to a field and have bigger, more difficult setups as they progress, but they're starting to pair the command with go and search, something cool is about to be found. All right, we got Titus, time to hunt 'em up. So I'm checking my wind, right there, dang near none, slightly blowing this way. So what I want you to pay attention to, and I'll talk through it as we're working, but I want to get him on the good side of the wind. So the wind's going to be blowing the duck scent to the dog. I want to quarter the field. And how I'm going to get him to quarter is either a hup to kind of get his attention, and then I'm going to change direction. He's going to see that I changed direction. He's going to follow me. If he doesn't, I could bump him on the collar, be with me. I don't want to say here. because here means come straight to me. And what you would end up creating is a dog that will yo-yo when they hunt versus be out in front and quarter, okay? So don't want to use here unless they're getting way out of range, but mainly I want to hup and I want to change direction. And I want to get them all fired up. So, okay, buddy, let's go. Let's hunt them up. We've progressing, like each one of these ducks, hup, let's go. Each one of these ducks is a little bit harder and harder to find. Hup, hup, attaboy. So I changed directions, he changed directions. Hunt him up now. Get in there, hunt him up. Where's that bird? Get him, hunt him up. Attaboy, hunt him up. Where's your bird? Hunt him up. Attaboy, hunt him up. Hunt him up. Get a video of the dog working. Hup, hunt him up. Get in there, bud. Where is he? Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Hey, hey, okay, hunt him up. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Where is he? Hunt him up. Where is he? Hunt him up. You can tell he's smelling it. Hunt him up. He's using his schnoz. Hunt him up. Where is he? Hey, you got him. Good boy. Bring it here. Here. Good boy. Here, Titus. Good boy. Here. Right here. No, here. Come here. Good. Here. Good dog. All right. Right here. Good boy. Yeah. Good dog. Okay. All right. Now, tricky part here is we're going to pitch it behind us and we're going to get him to move on to the next one. This may not be a bad idea to have like a bag or something like that, where you just basically toss it behind you and we've got to get him to move forward. So let's go find another one. Here, come on, let's go, hunt him up. Good boy, so hup, hup. Getting him to quarter, hup, let's go, hup. Good dog, hunt him up now. Get in there, hunt him up. So I'm taking him up this way. We got a bird over here. Okay, let's go. Good dog. Good boy, hunt him up. Attaboy, hunt him up. Good boy, hunt him up. Hunt him up. Wind's blowing this way. Hunt him up. Oh, good tinkles. Wind's blowing this way, a little slight. Hup, hup, let's go. Okay, come on. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. I'm trying to give him a little bit of space. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. I don't want him to always find him right next to me. I want him to be independent. Hunt him up. Where is he? Hunt him up. Good boy, hunt him up. Watch him use the wind. His nose is going up. Hey, there you go, good boy, right here. Here, good boy. Here, Titus. Here, a little stem. Here, good, here. Good boy, okay. So I'm still holding my standard. Here, Titus. Even though we're filming, good. He's not finished with force fetch, but he's close enough. And he's kind of dinking around with the bird. So mouthing, chomping, we don't play that game. So I gave a indirect pressure here with a neck, and that created haste, hurry up, bring it to me. Okay, so it's instead of saying fetch, it was here with a little neck. Okay, buddy, let's go. Let's go find another bird. All right, we got one over here. Let's go, hup. So I'm gonna grab him, I'm gonna plant that one again. Here, let's go, hunt him up. Attaboy, let's go. Get in there, hup, hup, hup. Ready? So, hup, bump on the collar. Hup, hup, here, let's go, hup. Good. Come on, get up. Good boy, hunt him up now. Good boy. Hey, 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 hup. Changing directions, hup. Attaboy, hup. Good. All right, one in here. Hunt him up now. Get in there, hunt him up. Hunt him up. Where is he? He should hit some scent here in a second. Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Ah, there it is. Hunt him up. Get in there. Get in there. Where is he? Hunt him up. Hunt him up. Attaboy. Hey, good boy. Here. And look at that. So I made a correction on the last duck. Here. Here. Good boy. And we've got a better delivery on this one. Here. Now, we got one more to find. So I'm going to talk through what the deal is with different age dogs and what I expect. But while we're doing hunt 'em ups. Here. Okay. Let's go. Hunt 'em up, bud. Come on. Hunt 'em up. Attaboy. Let's go. Hunt 'em up. Let's say we're teaching this to the puppy. Hunt 'em up. Okay. Hunt 'em up. With a puppy, I don't care if they bring it to me right away. I'm going to encourage them to bring them. But he found it. A lot of the dogs, if they don't have, hunt 'em up, bud. Hunt 'em up. They don't have like crazy pick it up, carry, retrieve, drive. Good boy. Where's that duck? Get him, buddy. Get him, hunt him up, hunt him up, hunt him up. Where's your bird? See, he don't want to stick his head in there just like I had thought. Good boy, there it is, good boy, here. Good boy, let's go, here, here, good, okay. Here, here, good boy. Good boy, Titus. Your dog may be faster at this. Here, here, let's go, here. He's pretty slow and methodical. Here, good. But again, let's talk about stages of your hunt 'em ups. With a baby puppy, we're just playing a game. Use your nose, find it, tease them, have fun. If they're a little bit older than that, so let's say 5, 6 months old, I'm hoping that he's had plenty of dead birds in our training process, so he's going to want to pick it up. That's kind of where Titus is at. He doesn't have a finished force fetch where you kind of saw a little bit of that sloppiness. In probably another week or two, that's going to be tightened up and I'm going to have a nice delivery and everything's going to be sexy. But he does have enough understanding where I can pop him a little bit on the collar and he brings it. Different dogs are going to work at different speeds. He's slow and methodical. Yours may be a bat out of hell. And so you're going to have to do a lot more corralling and hupping and bumping on the collar to get him to turn with you. You want to think about keeping him within that 25 to 30 yard range, moving left and moving right. So you're zigzagging through the field. Here, buddy. Getting them to work the wind. As soon as they hit that scent cone and you watch them pop onto that scent, attaboy, get in there, hunt them up, hunt them up, hunt them up, right? So super jacked. The more they do this, the better they get, the more enthusiastic they're going to get, the more they're going to dive into different covers and really challenge themselves to dive in there after the bird. So awesome tool to have in the tool belt before duck season. It's very realistic that either you don't know exactly where the bird is or the dog didn't see it fall. Here, sit. And you're going to have to guide them downwind and get them to use their nose. So very, very important for any duck dog to have the hunt 'em up command.